They need boundaries. They want boundaries. They want to know how to make you happy. They want to know what you need. They want to know what you're looking for. They want to know how to treat you. They need signs and signals, because a quality guy is really excited about being with you, and that biological need, right, that they have to pursue and to provide and protect and all those things you want in a man. When we set boundaries, we are able to transmit those instructions to someone we're dating, to a partner, and then they will have respect, and that will increase your sort of what we call attraction factor, so to speak, right? That's what makes you irresistible. And I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. We hear constantly from the men that are in partnership with the women that we work with, that what they love about their woman is that she knows what she wants, she's not afraid to articulate it, and she articulates it well. Meaning that in articulating those boundaries, it's coming from a place of love and open-heartedness rather than fear. The other thing, when you are able to set boundaries, and I think this is really, really just huge, like if you have gratitude for your ability to set boundaries, then you really are tapping into your greatest source of power, your agency for yourself. That's how powerful you are, right? And so to be grateful for this, for a lot of you, untapped source of power, it's the behavior, it's the being of self-worth, it's the being of that agency of yourself, is to set those boundaries. And when you have the ability to follow through on those boundaries, to articulate that, the silver lining, the golden magic fairy dust, is that you're then creating self-trust, right? So all those parts of you that are wounded, that are hurt from the past, when you're able to take your need and articulate that and set it in the form of a loving boundary, a specific boundary, when you are open-hearted enough to say, and mature enough to say, like, I don't expect you to read my mind, and you are in that place of like goodwill and credit where you want to give the guy the manual on how to make you happy, it creates self-trust. And when you have self-trust, you can have emotional safety. When you can have emotional safety within yourself, you don't need that external circumstance to make you feel safe, which means that you can be open. So boundaries are a really important thing in understanding men, because they want to know what you need and what you want. And I think the problem is, or the challenge is, that so many of you are like, oh, well, if I set a boundary, he'll think I'm high maintenance, or if I set a boundary, he'll go away, or if I set a boundary, he'll think I'm not cool or I'm not fun. And the truth is that the wrong guy will leave because he's not a match, because he can't meet your needs, and the right guy will step up and be so excited by the fact that you are this woman who can lovingly ask for what you need. And this includes everything from I need you to like empty out the trash, like take initiative for that, so let's figure out a way to do it, to which, by the way, people always wonder, the examples I give, things Jeremy does or does not do. Jeremy always takes out the trash. Like, I haven't like lifted that trash thing in like over a decade. I'm just laughing, thinking about that. But anyway, but it also in like, I need you to call me. I would like a Zoom date, or a FaceTime, or use the video component of this app we're using before we meet in person. I would like you to remember that I'm not a texter, and that I'd love for you to call me. I'm available here. The slower I go, the faster I get there. And so I'm not comfortable to take this to a physical place yet. And doing it from this place of agency and power. And Kristen Neff calls it like the fierce part of self-compassion, that that fierceness of like, wow, I am a powerful woman because I know what I want and I can say it, and I don't need to defend, and I don't need to put my boxing gloves on, and I don't need to explain why. I just get to do it. And so I want for you to tap into this place of gratitude for the power that you have as this woman, as this human, as this being, that you get to set boundaries. And remember, boundaries can shift, and they can move, and they can be adjusted. And so really looking at those boundaries and saying, like, are they coming from a place of fear? Are they coming from a place of love? Are you in dialogue with yourself about those boundaries? All of those things are super, super, super important. And so what I want you to really think about, if it makes you feel scary, or makes you feel scared, if it feels scary to you, is that this is a way to tap into your own power, and also to create that sense of self-trust, and to be, and this is huge, so underline this, to be an action of your healing, right? Healing, emotional healing, creating self-love, it's not a neck up endeavor. It's not something you can read. It's not something you can intellectually understand. We have to be courageous and uncomfortable and set those boundaries. It will not be comfortable, especially the first time you do it. Just know that, right? On the other side of fear is the possibility. So experiment with the boundary. See what it feels like. See what you learn. Let us know how it goes. And remember this, men want and appreciate and are attracted to you knowing what you want and need, and being able to articulate that in an amazing, open-hearted way. And that makes you stand out from 90% of the women that they've encountered. And when you do it without drama, you're his person, and he will swim upriver to be with you. So give me an example in the comments of a boundary that you recently set that you were proud of, or a boundary that you had trouble explaining, and I can help you figure out a way to say it in an open-hearted way. All right. Love you guys. Bye for now.